Hi, everyone. Welcome to Women with Guts, our community page. And I'm so excited to get to talk to you for about 10 minutes or so and wish you all well. And I hope that you did your homework from last week. Not that it's going to be graded, I'm just saying. But we talked about going through your calendar for the last maybe 4 or 5 months during COVID-19 and to take away the positives, the things that have happened to you during those months, what you've done for others, what you've done for yourself, what you're grateful for, and what you've accomplished. Because during this time, it's a great time to focus in on other people and yourself and to grow. So that's really what it's all about. It's funny. Today I was preparing literally like 5 minutes before. I took some notes and I wanted to be guided intuitively to talk to you. And a new member said to me, "Oh, is this going to be a speech? Are you doing a speech?" And I thought, "Oh my God, I hope not." There's too much pressure. The last speech I did for 750 people on stage in Canada, that was wonderful, but this is much easier. And then Stan said, "What are you going to wear on your second live broadcast?" I said, "I think I'm going to wear the same shirt I wore last week." And he said, "Really? Okay, are you sure you want to do that?" And I'm like, "You know what? This is Deb Cottle, unplugged. And I love it. It is so freeing. And I want to teach you all how to be your authentic self as well and how to be unplugged, how to be true to yourself. Because we're so influenced by our friends, our family, um, well meaning teachers or coworkers, whatever. And everybody thinks they know what's best for us. But I'm telling you, our friends and family see us in a different light. They don't, and sometimes they don't always have our best interest at heart because they're looking at you through a different lens. What I have found is that the use of mentors or consultants, coaches, spiritual beings, counselors are all very important in our lives. And it's great to call out each and every type of person that you can reach out to for help. And you might need a different kind of person at a different time of your life, but I encourage you to do that. And I want to share a little bit of a story with you. I'm going to tease you in the beginning and then at the end I can wrap it up. But I've been studying, first of all, let me tell you, I've been studying self-help principles, power of thought, cause and effect, positive thinking, all that for over 30 years. And I've been influenced by many people. I have even been on stages with many people, including Wayne Dyer, sharing those messages. But I'm a constant learner, as many of you are, I know. But 30 years ago, I was introduced to a man named Arnold Patton. I don't know if you've heard of him. I'm going to show you this book. Okay? It's called You Can Have It All. He wrote it in the 80s. He revised it in the 90s. And I think there's a third version for now. He is truly an inspiration. I saw him on Oprah Winfrey 30 years ago, and he was so inspiring that I went out to get his book the next day, which was totally sold out. And then, of course, ordered it and studied it voraciously. Then Stan studied it as well. And we keep referring to this book literally 30 years later. I shared a story with my good friend Patty Birch last night about Arnold Patton, and I'm going to circle back to that because I think you will see how the universe works and how when we put our mind and our attention and intention onto things, we can make really cool things happen. So basically, I really wanted to talk to you about this whole idea of having a mentor or a coach or a consultant, all those kinds of things. I'll bet I've had, and I think 50 is very limited. I think I've had more than that. Different people in my life that have helped along the way. Some I've paid, many I've paid for, many I haven't. So whatever you need at the time is a good thing. Right now, I'm working with a meditation spiritual coach named Hadassah, And it's really very beneficial. And also, the whole power of meditation is extremely important as far as getting in tune with your inner self and getting rid of the noise, the clatter, the things that we have in our minds that might be holding us back. In fact, Arnold Patton was a lawyer for 27 years, a high-powered lawyer in New York City, and he made a lot of money, but he wasn't happy. And he found that he was getting sick all the time and chronic pain. No doctor could figure out what was wrong with him. So after living with this for years, he started changing his diet, taking vitamins, supplements, doing that, and also learning about meditation. And he's a big believer about the power of meditation. And through actually meditation and the practice of it, he was able to tune in to his intuitive mind and also talk about the power of your thoughts, the power of your speech, and cause and effect. And that's really what his book is all about. And he's improved on it through the years. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about Arnold Patton. And I told you I've been following him. Or here's a little manifestation. So Stan and I are rereading this book again. I can't even tell you how many times. He has a blue marker, I have a yellow marker. And one day, like 2 days ago, I said, I wonder if Arnold's still around. He's been such a great influence in my life, and I would love to reach out to him and just tell him that. So I Googled Arnold, and sure enough, there's his website. There's Arnold. He's 91 years young, and he's still going strong. And I sent a little email message to him, introduced myself, told him how much I appreciated his insight and motivation and his words, and that I've been following him for 30 years. I also, don't know why, decided to say a little bit about myself and that I produced a couple products and I'm on this mission to help women, and I developed something called Women with Guts. And I think I said something like, I would like your advice on moving forward. Okay, and you know how that goes when you put something out there in the email, and it was just like a contact button, and I sent it off. 2 days later, I'm in the car and I get this phone message from California, which I let go to voicemail, like, who's calling? I listened to it later and it says, Deb, this is Arnold Patton. I'm returning your call. It sounded like you needed some help. And I thought, oh my, this can't be real. So I told Stan, I said, I think Arnold's calling me. He goes, oh, Deb, I'm sure it's like a recording. So I called the number back. And who answers the phone? Arnold Patton. Holy Toledo. And he said, hello, this is Arnold Patton. I said, Arnold, this is Deb Cottle. You called me. Well, yeah, I did. I read your email and it sounded like you needed some help. And what can I do for you? I tell you, I was shocked and amazed. And it turns out, I'm going to talk to you about, I'm a lifelong learner, and I talked to Arnold for a few minutes, and he wants to work with me. So I am going to be getting coaching from Arnold 2 times a week. So it's not free, but I think it's a wise investment. But the thing is, the reason why I'm bringing up the story is the fact that, you know, everything is energy and everything is out there at our disposal. And if we focus on the good and we focus on what we want instead of what we don't want, and we believe that we can obtain anything that we put our minds to, you can make anything happen. What are the chances Arnold calls me back? And I don't even remember putting my phone number in the email. That's what's really strange. But anyway, it just goes to show that how powerful our mind is, how powerful those thoughts are. And don't be afraid to take action. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. Some people you might think are beyond your comfort level. Maybe they have a different status in life. People are people. And most people want to help others. So that's my message for today. I want you to go out there, find your mentors, find your coaches, find a counselor, whatever you need at the time that you need it, to get the help that you do. And I wish you all the best in your journey. Thank you so much for being part of this terrific Women with Guts group. And we will be circling back next week on Wednesday at noon. And I will have an update on our upcoming podcast featuring Ruby Anna Garza. And if you haven't seen her live concert she did yesterday on Facebook on her birthday, it's posted on Women with Guts. Play it because it really comes from the heart, and I'm so proud of her. Have a great day. Have a great week. Love you all. Take care.